Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgment. Welcome to another stream where it's a massive day, to be honest with you guys. I'm just going to remove this and just talk to you about Arsenal versus Newcastle tonight, or Newcastle versus Arsenal, Liverpool versus Spurs. Yesterday, we had a massive argument about can Arsenal turn it around? And can Spurs actually win against Liverpool? We'll talk about that as well. It's a freaking massive game for both teams. And I believe it's a massive game for Newcastle as well. We'll talk about that. Big up everybody that is here. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. For everybody that is here, hit that like button. And listen, I want to start this stream by doing something that I used to do in the summer and I used to do earlier. Number one, hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. And I want everyone to tell me in the chat, where are you tuning in from? Let's do that. Where are you tuning in from, people? Which country, if you're from a country that is like, or which city in England or America or India or Egypt or Emirates or Kuwait or France, where are you tuning in from? It's hit that like button. Dallas, Texas, big up the Texan people, my Texan brothers. India as well, Melbourne, Australia. I don't know, Football FC, South Pole. All right then. LFC, Toronto, Canada. Big up everybody that here. Yes. Let's go Nairobi, Kenya. Big up the African brothers, of course. I am in Egypt right now. We are in Africa. Of course, Ghana as well. Ghana, as we call it here. Of course, Northampton, UK, Cyprus, Leeds, England. What is this? American, Jamaican. Of course, big up. Of course, Bangalore, India. Yes, Jamaica. On holiday in Turkey. Big up Sunra. For the holiday, of course, Newcastle. With the Howlers tonight. Come on, you Gunners. New Jersey. Big up New Jersey from where Staffy is. Hit that like button, people. South Africa, Long Island, New York. Big up the American people, my American brothers, of course. Malaysia. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, this community. May Allah grant us all happiness and be all friends and everything is good. This show is for me and you to talk. Postecoglou confirms Van de Ven is okay and he's in ready for 90 minutes match. Fantastic. Fantastic. Cyprus, California. Big up the West Coast people. I hope that the weather is okay now. Bangkok, Thailand. Of course, Romania. Come on, you Gunners. Big up for the Romanian people. Big up everybody that is here. Hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. Over 100 people and we're just starting. And I want to hear, by the way, this solo shows me and you. I want to hear what you guys think as well. So support the channel. Super chats are appreciated. They actually keep the channel going. Of course, you know, and they strike a conversation. So hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, of course, over 100 people. Let's get to 100 likes and support the channel and like the video and everything. And I just want to say something. Long Island, of course, in New York. It is not impossible for Spurs and Arsenal to go through. And I'm just going to say this. Thank you. This is Jurgensen is all right. Jurgensen was not bad actually on Monday. The goal was not his fault. The goal was not his fault. So he did okay. To be honest, he didn't do bad. But I want to start with the game that is tonight before we speak about the rest of the games. The reason why I believe the game is so important tonight for Arsenal because I believe a win today will start them on a massive run, on a magnificent run. If they do this today, how hard is it? Good day. Thank you so much. My sister lives in Australia as well. She moved to Australia about 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago. My predictions for tonight is 2-1 Newcastle. However, this is not like I am 100% sure about this. And I have to be honest. I have to be honest about this. It is not like sure 100% that Newcastle will go through. Hello from New York. I'm sorry for everyone that keeps sending where they are. I'm going to just give you a shout. Of course. My opinion about the game tonight is that Arsenal have key factors in the game tonight versus Newcastle. If Arsenal, in my opinion, this is the first time I'm going to change my opinion on how Arsenal should approach the game. I'm going to actually change my opinion about how Arsenal should approach the game. The way I think Arsenal should play today is that they should not play on the front foot. Big up, Luke. Thank you so much for always supporting the channel. Big up Luke from England, from London, for supporting the channel. Hit the like button. Let's get to 100 likes. 140 people. 140 people. So hit the like button. Let's go now. Hit the like button. Let's get, I promise you, if we get 100 likes, we'll absolutely get more people watching. So hit the like button. Greetings from Nepal. Big up the Nepal. It is beautiful here. Thank you so much. I wish I can visit one day. But listen, hit the like button. And let's start by saying, and I want to hear if you guys think otherwise. I actually think that Arsenal should start the game not on the front foot. Lure Newcastle out. Get Newcastle out of their areas. Make Newcastle attack. Make Newcastle feel more comfortable within the game. And hit them on the... If Arsenal go forward and try to press and yes, play on the front foot, and it doesn't work out in the first 10 minutes, I think Newcastle feel more comfortable. The more the game goes without Arsenal scoring, the more Newcastle feel way more comfortable. And in my opinion, I genuinely believe that... What is happening? I genuinely believe that Arsenal should not be like go full throttle, like, you know, that gear 5 from the first minute. It's not a league game. It's the game that should be played with a lot of tactics and sneaky way of playing and attacking Newcastle. Because if Arsenal go and try to attack Newcastle from the first minute, right, I actually believe that Newcastle will settle in and they will play on the counter-attack. And Newcastle, with Isak, with Anthony Gordon, I think with Joao Linton, they are the best, one of the best teams in the league in the counter-attack. And the reason why Newcastle attack, if Arsenal let them have the ball, let them have the ball. Big up the Bermuda Gooner, always here supporting the channel. In my opinion, make Newcastle feel comfortable. Let Newcastle feel comfortable in this game. Let Newcastle pass the ball from the back. At some point, they will have to come forward with the ball. Joao Linton is out. I don't know the Newcastle news, actually. That is a massive thing for Arsenal, in my opinion. Massive, massive thing for Arsenal. But I believe that Arsenal should approach the game very calm, knowing that it's one goal at a time. You're not chasing a 2-0 lead. You're chasing one goal. One goal will make Newcastle nervous. That is my opinion. Just one goal will make Newcastle nervous. Just one goal, right, will make Newcastle nervous. If Arsenal caught, and by the way, that goal can be at any time. Can be any time, that goal. That goal can come in the first 10 minutes or it can come in minute 60, 70. And now Arsenal are not climbing a mountain. It is not a mountain. It's not a mountain. Big up. My man from Nigeria, Odiji, big up from Nigeria. It is not a mountain. I want you guys to tell me in the chat, type 1 if you believe Arsenal can go through. I'm not telling you to type 1 if you believe Arsenal will go through or not. If there is a chance, if you believe that Arsenal can go through, type 1 in the chat. Otherwise, type 2. Otherwise, type 2. I genuinely believe. Big up my man. Big up my man. Alhamdulillah for everything. I believe that Arsenal have a chance of going through without a shadow of a doubt in my mind. Without a shadow of a doubt in my mind. For the people that think that Arsenal have no chance, it's the same people that say Spurs have no chance. And why? This is football. One goal. Newcastle have been beaten at home lately. I believe Newcastle are favorites to go through. I genuinely believe that Newcastle are favorites to go through. I'm not going to sit here and gaslight Arsenal fans and tell you that Arsenal are definitely going through. That's not going to happen, right? But Arsenal really have a chance of going through. Because 2-0 is a score line that one goal might swing the momentum completely in the game. And Arsenal, as we see against Man City, we can. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you tell me. Give me a comment and I will comment on it. But let me first talk about the game. Let's get to 100 likes. I almost have 200 people here. It fills my heart with joy. Right? It fills my heart with joy. And I want to hear what Nilotpal is saying. In my opinion, Arsenal play well when there is nothing to lose. Wallahi, you are spot on. You are spot on. They're already 2-0 down. Everyone is ruling them out, correct? Everyone is saying Arsenal have no chance. No one in the media is giving Arsenal a chance. So I believe that Arsenal playing in this game with very little pressure. They're already 2-0 down. They're already 2-0 down. So in this game, Arsenal have minimal pressure. So that's what Arteta should play on. There is no pressure on him. He's already 2-0 down. Alas, you lost 2-0 at home, and it's finished and done. Now go to this game and try to play a different game. Don't give Newcastle what they're expecting. I'm going to say, from Newcastle point of view, Newcastle as well, if they score one goal, they bury the title. They bury the tie. The tie is over, right? The tie is over for Newcastle. That if they score one goal, Arsenal are not coming back from a 3-goal deficit, especially at St. James's Park, right? In my opinion, Arsenal should approach the game different what the other games they approach. Calm, composed, slow in the build-up play. I disagree with you, Twisted Baba. I completely, not in this game. This is not, the pressure is not on Arsenal today to turn it around. I'm going to tell you something. If Arsenal lose today, right, no one is going to make a big fuss about it. Do you agree, guys, in the chat? Because they already lost 2-0. The fuss and the rage and the disagreement and the banter was done at 2-0. At 2-0, right? At 2-0, Arsenal losing at home, that was the, oh my God, the rage, that was the cooking, that was the banter, that was when people started bantering Arsenal, and we all did, because losing at home 2-0 is a disaster. So that part of the game is done. It is over at home. You get my point? Like, it was done already. You already lost 2-0 at home. If you go to Newcastle and play without pressure, right? And play without pressure, you might go through. This is my opinion. Like, on paper, the tie is already done. Correct? The tie is already done. That was a fantastic result for Newcastle and a disaster for Arsenal, right? The banter is not going to be as hard as the first game. Arteta is not going to this game where he's like, he's at home, he lost at St. James's Park, and he should turn it around. That is not how it's working now. You're already going to St. James's Park, a place that is tough to go. You're 2-0 behind, and we're just waiting for you to play a good game. Mo is such a fraud. Same guy said he would take Arteta at Inter when he can't win a league title to save his life, yet he wants him knowing well that Mo would want him out after one season. And hear me out then. You can't tell me, see, that Arteta's not a good coach. Correct? I bet, and I bet everyone that says that Arteta is not a good coach, right, is not a good coach, is fraudulent and only want banter. Arteta is still a good coach. You cannot be coaching a team to go back-to-back in the title races. Yes, is he the man to take Arsenal over the line? It might not be. It might not be. But is he a good coach? 100%. Put 1 in the chat if you think Arteta is a good coach. Put 2 in the chat if you think Arteta is a bad coach. Let's see what people say. Let's see. 1 in the chat if you think Arteta is a good coach. 2 in the chat if you think Arteta is a bad coach. Like, it is absolutely fraudulent for us to sit here and say Arteta is a bad coach. How is he a bad coach? And who are you comparing him to? Do you think, I'm going to give you an example. After we finish this 1 and 2, I'm going to give you a simple example. Do you believe if Iraola took over Arsenal in 2020, 2021, no, it's 2020, in January 2020, right? If you think, do you think if Iraola was given the money that Arteta's given and given the team that, would he have won the league? I'm just giving you an example. Iraola, if he takes over Arsenal, where they were, and today, would he have won the league? Really? You think he would have beaten Pep Guardiola, Iraola? Just, can you be honest for once? Why do people say, can you be honest for once? I need people to be honest once. Well, if you say they hired Jurgen Klopp, they might have. If you say, if they hired maybe Inzaghi, he might. But as Arteta took over Arsenal, he developed the team. He developed the team, correct? I'm going to ask you a question. Let's play a game. I don't think if Eddie Howe took over Arsenal in 2020, today we would be sitting here with Arsenal having a league title. And I'm going to tell you something. We would not have been sitting here today with Arsenal challenging back to back to back. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't think. Has he failed in winning the title? Yes. Do you think I will sit here and say that he hasn't failed? He has failed. This is Arsenal Football Club. I wouldn't want my team to be 5 years under any manager without winning the title. If you say you're a big team, should Arsenal have gone for a bigger manager? Now we are talking. Now we are talking. You get my point? Should Arsenal have gone for a bigger and better manager at that time? Yes. I agree. That is absolutely true. If you put that statement out, yes. Should Arsenal have gone to who's a bigger name in the market? Whoever. Yes. Arsenal should have gone. But to sit here and tell me that Arteta is not a good manager, you're an absolute fraud. He's a good coach. Has he failed in some aspects? Yes, he has failed. Basically, his job, if it's win the titles, he failed. And there is it's a black or white thing. You win or you don't win. It's a black and white thing. Winning or not winning is a black and white thing. Right? It's a black and white thing. But developing a team, getting players like Saliba to play at this level, where you'd say, oh, Saliba's not going to stay in Arsenal. Why? Isn't the manager's system, isn't Arsenal challenging for the league back to back? It's making you, as a rival, think, oh, I fucking wish that Arsenal can keep Saliba. I wish that Saliba plays for my team. Right? Oh, Saka's one of the best wingers. Well, the fact that some rivals keep saying, right, that Arsenal are not going to keep Saka, you admit that Arteta developed these guys. You remember Odegaard? You remember Odegaard failing at Real Madrid and being loaned to Sociedad, and then Arteta bringing him, right? And bringing Arteta and Arteta bringing him in and develop him, right? SE, I'm gonna do your comments. I just can't see all the comments now. In my opinion, I think he did a good job. Give Inter manager 600 million. Who's better? Inzaghi's, but I agree with you, Twisted Baba. Inzaghi, in my opinion, is a better manager than Arteta. In my opinion. In my humble opinion, Inzaghi is better manager than Arteta. Is it that far? Not. But I would say that Inzaghi did a better job with Inter. But also Inzaghi took over a team that won the title before. See, this is my club. I can be honest. Inzaghi took over a team that already won the title a year before with Conte. He already took over a team that has winners, right? But that's the point. Gabriel at center back. Wallahi, Alex, you're spot on. But Gabriel is a bozo. Gabriel is a bozo. He's the fucking starting center back for Brazil. One of the best center backs in the Premier League by rivals. Rivals say this, correct? He's one of the best center backs in the league, right? Gabriel. Who developed Gabriel? Who developed Gabriel? Is it me? It is not me. It's you. Let me do a couple of super chats. Nilut Pal, again, Mo, calm and composed is not for this Arsenal team. What are you saying is how City played for the last 4 years. Arsenal need more experience to play calm and composed. But I have an evidence that Arsenal can play calm and composed, Nilut Pal. Would you say, guys in the chat, would everyone say that Arsenal, when they played against City, they played calm and composed? And by the way, that was a massive game under pressure. By the way, massive game under pressure against City, and they played calm and composed. Even at 2-1 down, they were calm and composed. They continued to do what they wanted to do. They were calm and composed. 5-1 against City. It doesn't matter how crap City are, but it's calm and composed, right? And that was higher pressure than this game. I don't believe that. And this is what people need to understand what I'm saying here. And before I say the next statement and do see super chat, can you guys get me to 150 likes in the next 10 minutes. We're in 77 likes. We have 260 people. We can get to 150 likes within the next 5 minutes, actually. Hit that like button underneath the live chat. Redline at Teranga saying big up first half, no, second half, absolutely. That's fine. That's fine. I actually think that in the first half, Arsenal were still composed and calm, and they kept pressing City. That is my opinion. I keep saying that they were still composed. Maybe it's very hard to be composed for 90 minutes. It is very hard to be composed. But the majority of the game, Redline and Teranga, they were calm. Do you know? Like, they were so calm during the game. They were so calm. As you see, says, why it's on 77 likes? It's 260 people here. We should have 200 likes. Should have 200 likes. Yalla. Come on now, hit that like button. I have a surprise for you at the end of the stream. By the way, I have a massive surprise for you at the end of the stream. For the last half an hour, before I go on straight facts, I have a massive surprise. Absolutely massive surprise. You guys will be so happy when we do what we do at 3 o'clock UK time. A massive surprise. I swear to God, you guys, everyone here will be so happy. A massive surprise. A massive surprise. He is saying challenging back-to-back means nothing. It does mean something though. But in terms of trophies, it means nothing. But it means something. And I'm going to explain to you. Making players like Saliba and Saka better means nothing. If they don't win the league or the Champions League, that is my point. That is a very good point. However, even if Arteta is not the right guy, to win them the league title, you say that if there is another manager tomorrow takes over Arsenal, how minimum of a job should this guy do to make Arsenal win a league title? How small of a job this guy has to do to win a league title? And that is what Arteta did. You get my point? See? Like, developing Saliba and Saka. Can someone tell me, I want people in the chat to tell me, I'm going to count the names. How many names at Arsenal do we think are title-winning material players? How many players do we think are title-winning material? You count and give me a number. Don't give me, if you want to give me names, give me names. I love the super chat, C, by the way. I love the super chat, C. So, give me, how many title-winning players? Let me name them. I'm going to name them. I think Raya can be a title. If Raya plays for City, he might win the title. If Raya plays for Liverpool, he can win the title. Rice, 2. Saliba, 3. Gabriel, 4. Odegaard, 5. I believe Thomas Partey is a title-winning player. Does Thomas Partey play a Champions League final with Atletico Madrid? Didn't he win the title with Atletico Madrid? So Raya, Rice, Gabriel, Saliba, Partey, Odegaard, Saka. 7, in my opinion. 7 players. 7 players, in my opinion. This is what I call a title-winning material players. Title-winning material players. Has he failed? Has he failed in winning the title? Yes. See, you're wrong. Because actually, on paper, Jesus and Zinchenko won the title. Thomas Partey won the title. Declan Rice led West Ham after years, right, to win a Conference League. I don't value the Conference League, but that is the reality. So the word title-winning material, I'm putting this out there, people, for one reason. How big of a job another manager has to come to Arsenal to do to win the title? Not a lot. Not a lot. And that is my point. My point about this. I don't think, in my opinion, at the current moment, Jorginho and Havertz are not title-winning. Maybe Jorginho 4 years ago. At the current moment, Havertz, and maybe Havertz won the Champions League. If they're not title-winning material. Redline at Teranga saying Raya, Gabriel, Saliba, Rice, Odegaard, Saka. I would add Partey, by the way. I would add Thomas Partey. Redline at Teranga. I would absolutely add Thomas Partey. Mafio. Why do people act stupid? Obviously, he's a good coach and trophies are not the only way you separate between good and bad. The same people that say Arteta has failed will tell you Iraola is a good coach. Well, this manager is great. De Zerbi is good. I know that they work with lesser players, but who developed these players? Who developed these players? Eddie Howe developed a lot of players. I have to give him credit. Joao Linton, Isak, Gordon, Fabian Schär. He developed a lot of players. But he's definitely a good coach, Mikel Arteta. Is he going to win the title? Might not. But he's a very good coach, in my opinion. Nilut Pal, I disagree again. Again, they played well against City because they had backs to the wall. But you actually... Okay, so you just contradicted yourself, Nilut Pal. You said calm and composed is not for this Arsenal team. But they played against City in a high-stakes game that could have sent their season into disarray, and they were calm and composed. The majority of the game, at least. Again, nothing to lose. Against City, they have a lot to lose. How are you saying, Nilut Pal, that against City? Guys, against City, they have a lot to lose against City. They have a lot to lose. They had a lot to lose against City. They have a lot to lose. When there was no chance to gain the upper hand in the league, they couldn't, because that's what leaders do. I agree with parts of your comment, right? I agree with parts of your comments, which is they lead leaders. I believe Gabriel is a leader. I believe Declan Rice is a leader. But I believe they need someone from the ilk of a Rodri, of a Van Dijk. Can they develop one of their players to be like that? Maybe. I doubt it. I doubt it, but maybe they need to buy someone different. I doubt it, but maybe. Maybe. But Nilut Pal, I love this, because you say that Arsenal cannot be calm and composed, while I saw Arsenal plenty of times be calm and composed. Under Arteta as well. I saw them. And by the way, I don't think there's a lot of pressure in this game. The difference between me and you, Nilut Pal, and the people in the chat, I don't believe that in this game, Arsenal have tons of pressure. And I explained why. I explained why Arsenal in this game, they approach the game differently. I said, on paper, the game is already lost. You are trying to overcome a 2-0 defeat at your home in one of the toughest grounds you can go to. Correct? Correct. So I believe the pressure in this game is lesser than the City game. Arsenal are going to play this game with minds free. With minds free. That is my opinion, by the way. We can agree to disagree, Nilut Pal. OGN, Arsenal needs 3 new asking players to be in world class equal treble. To win a treble, it requires a manager that has experience, a massive. Like if you look at the managers that won the treble in the history of the sport, unless you have Messi, correct? Like unless you have Messi, it is different. Okay, we agree? OGN. A treble is very hard. Even if Arsenal sign world-class players, you need to build to a treble. You need to build to a treble. It is not as easy as what you think. Right? Alex Ferguson, Jose Mourinho. Luis Enrique won it, but he won it and he had the ultimate X factor, which is Messi. And also he had fucking Luis Suarez and Neymar and Xavi and Iniesta and Busquets. You get my point? It is not about world-class players. I believe Arteta, at the current moment, I wouldn't bank on Arsenal winning a treble, even if they signed 2 world-class players. I don't think so. If Arsenal signed Vinny, it's not a treble. The manager, the way that you manage the team, it is very hard. Ancelotti never won a treble in his life. You get my point? Winning a treble is different. Winning a treble requires something with a lot of experience. Like Jose Mourinho already won the Champions League before, already won the Europa League, already won the league with Chelsea before. He go into Inter and win the treble. Winning the treble is hard. It's the hardest thing to do in football, actually, in my opinion. Apart from quadruple, of course. Apart from the quadruple. Denzel, people like to downplay teams will be like PSG. Yes. That's PSG that smashed Man City. Yes. By the way, Arsenal are doing very well in the Champions League. Arsenal are doing very, very well in the Champions League, isn't it? They're doing very, very well in the Champions League. They're doing great in the Champions League. Can they win the Champions League? Yeah, there is a possibility. I'll put 4 teams ahead of them, or 5, at least 5. Atletico, Real, I'll put Barcelona, Inter, Liverpool, Bayern Munich. Because of Vinny Jr., I don't think so. But these are the teams I'll put ahead of them in the Champions League. Inter, Liverpool, Atletico, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. Even though Real Madrid are, Real Madrid comes out the knockout stages, we're talking different talk. We're completely talking different talk. Correct? In the Champions League. Different talk in the Champions League. See, big up, see, wallahi, WCs and Nilot Pal and everyone supporting the channel with super chats. Wallahi, guys, fill my heart with joy. You fill my heart with joy. Thank you so much. Keep the channel up. Keep the channel going. We have 300 people here, which is fantastic and phenomenal. So by the same logic, is Brendan Rodgers a good manager? Since he developed players, the likes of Iraola and Eddie Howe are good managers. For the levels they are, i.e. top 6, not challenging for the league. And let me ask you something about Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers is not a bad manager. But see, I have a simple question for you. Has Brendan Rodgers consistently be in the top 2? Arsenal this season, if they finish second, it's not a trophy. You lost. You're the first loser. I agree. But has Brendan Rodgers consistently been there and thereabout? Jurgen Klopp won 1 league title. But why do people say Jurgen Klopp is great? Because he was there most of the... By the way, Jurgen Klopp won 1 league title, challenged only twice. Didn't he come second only twice and won 1 league title? But people say, but he won the Champions League though, but he had world-class players. My point about this, I'm not saying Arteta is Jurgen Klopp's level, right? I said that before you say it. I said this before you say it. I said this. Before you said it, I literally said it. But he won the Champions League. He won this. He challenged twice and he won 1 league title. The thing about being a good manager is that consistently being close to the top. Are you good enough? Which is, I agree. Are you good enough? You're not. Why I'm hurting your head? Why I'm hurting your head, Nathan? If I'm hurting your head, why are you watching, Yahi? If I'm hurting your head, why are you watching? Why are you watching? If I'm hurting, he's saying I'm hurting his head. But yet you are here watching. Like, where do we go from here, Nathan? Yani, I'm cutting my time. We're sitting here, we're discussing football with you and the chat and everyone, with a big community, and you're saying I'm hurting your head? How is that even possible, broski? Why are you saying I'm hurting your head? Okay. Okay, cool. We get it. No, maybe Red Line Taranga, maybe you're right. I don't think so. Maybe. No. Big up C for the super chat. Nilut Pal, who plays more calm and composed, Liverpool or Arsenal? Is that a question, Nilut Pal? Is that a question, my man? Liverpool have Alisson, have Van Dijk, have McAllister, have Mohamed Salah. And you're telling me they are comparable? No, they are not. They're not comparable. Liverpool definitely more calm and composed. More calm and composed. So to answer you, no, Liverpool play more composed. Liverpool play way more composed than Liverpool. How are you saying this? That's a fraudulent statement. That's a fraudulent statement, my man. Big up, Habibi. Thank you so much. Also, I believe Arsenal will win both the Champions League and the Prem because the best defensive striker, Kai Havertz. He never ceases to make me laugh. I want someone to DM me, the one who tweeted the shit. The one who tweeted the shit. I need you to tell me who fucking tweeted the shit. Who tweeted this, C? Who fucking tweeted this, my man? The best defensive striker will carry Arteta. It's fucking fraudulent. Let's go back to the game. But I appreciate you guys, wallahi. Thank you so much. I'm going back to the game, actually. And I wanted to say that I still think that Arsenal can turn it around. Is it a slim chance? Yes, but they need to approach the game very calm, very super composed. Very super composed. Right? But the chances of Newcastle going through is much higher than Arsenal. And from a Newcastle point of view, the way McAllister play is very composed. The way McAllister play is very calm. He's not like a runner. He doesn't go around running. So the way he plays is super composed. That is why I mentioned McAllister. McAllister is super composed, right? With Salah, with Van Dijk behind him, with Alisson, he's super composed. Stephen, he's super composed. Mo, don't you rate? I rate Eddie Howe massive. By the way, I absolutely rate Eddie Howe massively. Massively, massively. To take a team from the relegation battle to be the third best team in the country within just some months, I believe it's a massive job. And he did that massive job. Guys, I'm going to ask again. Let's get 200 likes live. Let's get 200 likes live. Yeah. My opinion is still McAllister is a very composed player on the ball, actually. He's super composed on the ball. I still think McAllister is super composed on the ball. Yeah, Newcastle only signed Isak when he wasn't a superstar. Newcastle signed Anthony Gordon from Everton, and he made them who they are. JC, let me start the question. Gravenberch, Caicedo, Declan Rice. That's a super duper. What the fuck? You're putting me on the spot. But I'm going to answer honestly, right? Start Gravenberch, bench Caicedo, sell Declan Rice at the current moment. In my opinion, now, based on what I've seen. However, not this season, I would start in the DM Caicedo, I would bench Declan Rice, and I would sell Gravenberch. I would start Caicedo, I would bench Rice, and I would sell Gravenberch. Oh my God, people are triggered. People are so triggered. I would start, again, I'm going to repeat this. I am not. Oh, you guys, here is the problem with you guys. You like it only, people, you like it only when I praise your team and you say Mo is objective. Here is what people do. Here is what most football fans do in the world. And let's have discussion. Here is what football fans do. If I'm praising your team, you're like, oh, you know football. You know football. If I say an opinion you disagree with, and I can explain. In my opinion, and if we talk in general, Caicedo, in my opinion, in the midfield as a DM, has more attributes than both. Why? Why? Because Caicedo can tackle, Caicedo can pass the ball, can play couple of rules in the DM. Declan Rice is elite in tackling, covering ground, being a cover for the 2-8s, doing all this work. But his passing is not elite. His passing is not elite. The creativity is not as much as Moses Caicedo. The vision is not as much as Moses Caicedo, right? I think Caicedo's higher. For Gravenberch, the problem is the sample rate is smaller. For Gravenberch, the sample rate is smaller. So, in my opinion, Gravenberch has been the best DM this season in the whole league. The best DM in the league, in the whole league this season, consistency, 24 games in or 25 games in, is Gravenberch. We all agree. We all agree on this. Oh my God, people are so triggered, and I love it, by the way. I love it. I love it. Does Rice have the vision of Caicedo? Does Rice have the vision of Caicedo? Are you mad? No. Utter woke nonsense? No, but Caicedo can tackle. Are you telling me that Caicedo's defensive attributes are not good? Are you telling me that Caicedo's defensive attributes are not good? Now, for Inter, I'll pick Declan Rice. For Inter today, I might pick, no, I'll pick Caicedo, between Caicedo and Declan Rice, actually. For Inter today, between Caicedo and Declan Rice. Someone said Rice is better everywhere. So Rice is better than Caicedo in every aspect of the game. You think Declan Rice is better than Caicedo in every single aspect? Is that what people are saying? Really? People think that Declan Rice is better than Caicedo in every single thing? Nilot Pal, I will escalate your opinion on DM to Osam. He's going to cook you. Just kidding. What opinion? I actually forgot what we were discussing. The Arsenal are calm and composed? Yes. We can discuss it. Actually, we are doing, I think we're doing MHF right before the game, and you can escalate it there. You can ask, Nilot Pal, you can ask it there. You can ask it there. You can ask there. Let me just redirect. Just because it's doing something. Where is the show? Where is the show? Where is the Football Terrace show? Terrace. Football Terrace. Come on now. Here you go. I have a surprise for you at the end of the season. At the end of the show, by the way. I have a surprise for you. Jones is saying Gravenberch best performing DM in the world, but people cry. Gravenberch has been the best in the season, Jack. No one argued that. Has anyone argued that? Gravenberch has been the best DM in the league at the current moment. Yes, he has been. Gravenberch, without a shadow of a doubt, in my mind, has been the best DM in the league now. Who's saying? Yes. Caicedo overall is a better long term. Okay. If you want a long term, if we're not talking only about this season, if we actually want long term, it is between Rice and Caicedo. And I would pick Caicedo. On form, Gravenberch. This season, Gravenberch. This season, it is Gravenberch. Overall, no. Exactly, but that's the whole point. See, that is the whole point. People want me to say he has been the best DM because he hasn't even played a lot of DM. He hasn't even played a lot of DMs. Is he the best 8? No. He might be the better long passer. He doesn't do a lot of long passes. We can actually check it at the current moment. We can actually check that. I don't have a lot, because I have a surprise for you at the end of this. Yes, thank you, Redline Taranga. Who is the best 8 in the whole league? 8? Odegaard. Odegaard is the best 8 because I don't consider Odegaard the 10 anymore. Odegaard is the best 8. Odegaard is the best 8 in my opinion. Because Odegaard is the best 8. If I'm choosing an 8 tomorrow, I'm choosing Odegaard. I'm choosing Odegaard. By the way, Mikel Arteta has switched Odegaard from being a 10 to an 8. The guy literally in the 8, Odegaard. He actually, if you watch Odegaard play football now, he's not a 10 anymore. He drops deep. The guy as an 8 collects the ball from the defense, the center backs. So he's definitely Odegaard. Odegaard is not a 10 anymore. The problem is people judge Odegaard as a 10. I don't think Odegaard is a 10 anymore. Tonali is a shout as well. But let's see. I'm checking the stats actually, and because it's on the eye. Declan Rice doesn't do a lot of. He doesn't do a lot of long balls. He doesn't do a lot of long balls actually. Like Odegaard has turned into a complete 8. What are we talking about? Can I say something? Can I say something? Can people? I want you guys to open your eyes. The pass completion. Okay, number one, let's say attempted passes long. Caicedo has attempted more long passes than Declan Rice. All right? The pass completion for Caicedo, that's not me. Right? He has completed way more than Declan Rice. Rice is the only one I trust to leave alone in the midfield, but I actually hear you, Mo. So can I ask you something, Tevin? Would you play Rice, Nwaneri, Odegaard as a trio in the midfield? If you say that you only trust Rice to leave alone in the midfield, would you say that Nwaneri, Rice, Odegaard midfield can work? You guys think that? Do people think that that midfield can work out? Really? People really think that that midfield would work? Wow. It's not, I don't think so, to be honest. I don't think so. More than Caicedo, for example. You believe more than... I actually hear you, Kevin. I actually hear that. Declan Rice can cover way more ground than Caicedo. So yes, if a gun to my head and I have to choose one defensive midfielder to play behind two attacking 8s, yes, I would pick Declan Rice. You're absolutely right. Do I think it will work? No. Because I believe one of the 8s needs to have more defensive attributes. But if gun to my head and I only have 2 8s, that, for example, let me give you an example, guys. Fantastic conversation. Fantastic. Amazing. You have Odegaard and Cole Palmer, your only options in the middle. Okay? Hear me out. And I want one name in the chat only. One name. You have Odegaard, Cole Palmer. One right, one left. 2 8s. And you have 2 choices. You have the team fucking sheet, and you need to pick one player. And you have Caicedo as a DM or a Declan Rice. No Party, no Gravenberch. You have Odegaard and Cole Palmer. Wait. You have Odegaard and Palmer, they have to play. And you have to choose one defensive midfielder to play. You have no one fit. No one fit other than Odegaard and Palmer as your 8s. Who would you play as the DM behind them? Caicedo or Declan Rice? You choose a name. I want everyone, please don't do the banter and just answer objectively. You are a coach and that is your choice. That is your choice. Wow, there's a lot of Rice. There's a lot of Arsenal fan. Caicedo, Moises, Rice all day. I would play Declan Rice because he can cover more ground. I genuinely think that he can cover more ground. I truly believe that. Someone said, Meno, have some shame and decorum. Let's get to 200 likes live, guys. It's 30 likes away from 200. Hit that like button. I pick Rice. I answered. I said I pick Rice. Really? People would pick Caicedo over Rice. I would pick Rice in that role, to be honest with you. I'll pick Rice in that role. No, actually, Gravenberch is the least of them I would choose. If you're asking me, Gravenberch is the last one I would choose. The last one I would choose. Last, I try, like, guys, it's we don't have time to run a poll, actually. I'm trying. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. I did the poll. Let's get to 200. طب hit the like button. It's 25 likes away and vote. And vote. Vote. Let's go. But you have to understand, this is not a competition between Rice and Caicedo. You have Palmer, who's very offensive, and Odegaard. I have the poll is right there. 42 votes. Let's get to 100 votes. Let's get to 100 votes. Alone 6 with Odegaard and Palmer, not anyone else. With Odegaard and Palmer. See, it has to have this like condition. This condition has to be there. Yalla, 60 votes. And what is happening to Caicedo when he's being left alone in the 6? Yeah, that is my evidence. That is actually my evidence. My evidence is this. Yes. My evidence is this, actually. My evidence is this, actually. This is my evidence. That he played next to the others. Yes. Yeah. Guys, for the next half an hour, this is a surprise. Once we reach the 200 likes, I'm going to tell you a surprise that you have never seen on a live stream before. You have never, ever seen. If we get to 200 likes, I'm going to point you to something. We're going to do something that we have never, ever seen on a live stream before on YouTube or any other platform. Hit that like button, and I'm going to tell you something that you have never, ever seen. You will be so surprised. Right? By what I'm about to show you. I'm being serious, wallah. This is something that you have never seen. The poll is rigged. Hala habibi. Hala wallah. Slap the like. Let's get to 200 likes and I'm going to give you something. No. Something that you have never seen. Let me tell you guys this. Have you ever watched a YouTube stream where the streamer analyzes the games and the plays in the game with videos from the actual games? Yes or no? No, I swear to God, it's not cool. It's not a scam. It's real, bro. Have you ever, never, ever seen a YouTube stream where people like Monday Night Football, where we analyze the game with actual footage from the game? Like after the game, like I can put the footage in and you can actually comment on the footage and see who made the mistake and how the goal scored and all the stuff. Have you ever seen a live stream like this? Ever? Yes, people say it's illegal. Yes, it's illegal. Your YouTube channel will get canceled. Your YouTube channel will get canceled. You won't be able to show it, Nathan. You won't be able to show it, actually. You won't be able to show it. It's not going to get demonetized. You know, it will get copyrighted because your channel is monetized. It will get blocked. It will get blocked. Big up. He got it. He got it. Yes. So let's go and do that then. Let's go and do this. I click the link. Let's go and do that. Big up for everybody that joins from them pots. Hit the like button. It is very important. That point is so freaking important. Will you actually see? Will you actually analyze the games? People in the chat, big up everybody that joined from Dan Potts' show. Hit the like button, people. Subscribe to the channel. Let's like the video, people. Big up Dan Potts for the raid. Big up Dan Potts for the raid. Big up my man, Habibi, 12-man podcast. Big up my man. Big up, guys. Hit the like button. Let's get to 300 likes. Let's hit the 300 likes. We're talking about Rice versus Caicedo, people. We were talking about Rice and Caicedo. But so that link that we have, we can actually go and analyze the goals. The Arsenal scored, the Chelsea, the Liverpool, the Salah's goal, and all of this. So hit the like button. And let's go, bro. Let's hit the like button. Yes, they are paying. And I have the privilege to actually go and do it. We're going to go absolutely do a tactical analysis. Guys, if you're new here from Dan Potts, make sure to like, subscribe. We're very close to 30K. Very close to 30K. So if you're new here, hit the like button, subscribe. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get to 29,400. I'm sure there's 100 of you that haven't subscribed. So hit the like button. Subscribe, people. I will show clips now. I'll show clips. But let's go. Let's get that. Let's get to 350 likes. Come on. Hit the like button. We're talking. We're going to analyze the goals the Arsenal scored and the movement and how people pressed and all this talk. Come on. We're going to show football clips. Got half an hour to do it. Before I go on straight facts with tactical analysis on Arsenal, on Liverpool. I'm going to show you now, Suraida, but I'm waiting to reach 300 likes. 300 likes. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. 700 people here. You don't know. You don't know. I have different privilege. I have different privilege. You can't say we are now tacticals now. We're tactical. Yes, my man. Yes. Guys, everyone, click on the link that I just put on the screen. Click on this link and let's go start the stream. Click on this link. This is going to be great. Guys, click on the link and let's go and see. Come on. Yalla. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, we're going on Big Up now for the next 30 minutes. We're going to show them Big Up where we actually show actual clips from the games. Actual clips from the games. We're going to do it now. So, yalla. Click on the link. Hit the like button first. Subscribe to the channel. Yalla. Let's go. I'm going to end the stream. No, you don't have to. I believe you don't have to. I don't think that you have to show a. I don't think that you have to create an account. And if you have, it's very simple. Just subscribe to Footy Judge More and let's go. Let's go. It's an app. There's an app. There's a website. Yalla, let's go. Click the link. Here you go. I'm copying the link again. Let's go. I'm going to start the stream in the next 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yalla. Let's go, guys.